What's up people and welcome back in the Farming Simulator. So, shall we continue? I guess we shall. Let's do it like this, I guess. Is it a little bit too much? Alright, and this way, I guess. This way, indeed. So, question is probably where I wanna go, right? Well, I'm going to skip field 15 because getting there is a pain. Getting there is a pain indeed. So sorry if you wanted to see that. You already probably saw that right in the other LPs. Maybe even in this one, I don't know. I think I harvested that one field, right? Or did I? Or they were changing the Redux version. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, this is the road to it on the left. It's super tight. And I don't really feel like going in there. Now, where do I wanna go, huh? Well, the only barley field left is field number 8. And then I will probably go and switch to canola, which is right next to my willow farm. Which in my opinion would be pretty decent thing to do, I guess. The summer is pretty much starting to end. So I feel like we can take a little break from harvesting, I guess. Or do I even own this field? I think I do, right here. Alright, while I'm doing this then, I already finished the Skyrim LP. Well, I finished it yesterday. You'll have 91 parts, which is pretty decent in my opinion. The reason is it would be a little longer maybe, but I pretty much got to kind of burn out on Skyrim. Yeah, it might be a stupid reason, I know, for some of you. If you don't know what burnout on game is, pretty much when you play one game too much and then suddenly you realize like, I don't really feel like playing this game anymore, or I'm kinda bored of this game, or stuff like that, you know. It's pretty much when you're burnt out on game. Oh yeah, I think I pretty much started with this field in this OP, right? But it was on the Sandy Bay Redux 2.1. I think yeah, 2.1 was the name of the map. And this one is pretty much the gold edition. So yeah, that is that. But don't worry, I did a lot of things that I didn't in my other LPs, and I even, well, I wouldn't say full explored, but finally got and did the Hearthstone expansion stuff, which I never really did, because I always told you that yeah, it's kind of boring and whatnot, you know. So yeah, I finally went in and did that. I got a kit. Well, it was actually a pain in the ass because I always build the fucking child room in the house, but the child just wouldn't go in there. And then I noticed the fucking house cars are taking over my child rooms for some reason. So like, okay, what now? Then I pretty much went to Folkrit, and the chick was saying me, we don't have a house here, but I can sell you a line that you can build your own house. I was like, build my own house? What the fuck? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's a fucking Hearthstone expansion. So yeah, I fucking tried it. Pretty much traveling back and forth, buying shit, building material and whatnot. And yeah, pretty much build quite a big house. I would call it maybe even a mansion. It wasn't like fully upgraded, but I did have a lot of shit in there. Yeah, it started out like a small house, but then I built a lot more to it. What was pretty random is was like at the end of the LP the band of bandits with their chief attacked me, which I consider pretty random because all the time were the fucking Dawnguards or vampires attacking me, sometimes the cultists, and then suddenly bandits. Once it was mercenaries, but you can pretty much see who sent them because they already have the contract on them. Like that Erin got sent them, I know how he could send them because he was already dead, but whatever. It was pretty weird. But overall I had a lot of fun with Skyrim. Pretty much got my distraction to level 100. I didn't do the quest for like the level 100 spell because yeah, it cost like shit ton of magicka. Even having a master perk, my expert spell still cost like 88 magicka, which was pretty high in my opinion. But yeah, that was pretty much challenge because I wasn't using any shoes, ropes, hoods, just a ring and necklace. That was all. My character was pretty much naked all the time. It's kind of sucks that you can't use two rings in Skyrim, but it would be actually kind of OP because the rings have different and kind of stronger enchantments than in Oblivion. But anyway, enough about that, I guess. Now I really feel like going back to Oblivion and playing some mage character just to, you know, compare with Skyrim, do some alchemy and whatnot. Although it wouldn't be bad to play some sort of melee character that is relying on fists, you know. That was fun as well. And I never really fucking used the poisons. In my opinion, the poisons were a lot easier to make in Skyrim than in Oblivion, because they were quite easy to find. Well, it's because in Skyrim you have Simmer. Well, in Oblivion you don't really like to use Nernus. At least I don't. Well, you have a lot of Nightshade, that's true, but then again, there's like no Deadbell. I don't think Deadbell exists in Oblivion. So yeah, you don't really have anything that you can use on. Of course, there are like no perks. Well, if I can call it perks, you always get something like when you get on the level like apprentice, journeyman, etc., etc. You know, and leveling alchemy is probably even easier in Oblivion than in Skyrim, I would say. Because I was like on level 60 or something in Skyrim in 90 parts, and I would believe so I would be probably level 100 in Oblivion by the time doing Oblivion alchemy. Though my alchemy is, I don't know, for me it was a really good skill and fun in both game, especially in Oblivion. I know I might do some sort of like challenge around Oblivion, but I don't really like to change like I don't know, the mods that add new creatures and whatnot in Oblivion. I feel like creatures that are there are fine. The Oblivion is fun, but it's, I don't know, it's later on it gets kind of boring because pretty much you will fight the same enemies over and over, like leeches, gloom rays and whatnot. And they got stronger each time you level up pretty much. What was my level, like 49 or 50 in my last Oblivion LP, pretty much the one where I explored the wall, Cyrodiil and wall Swirling Ice. Something like that, right? Man, the LP was fun. But again, I got kinda a little bit boring, and then pretty much I was really burned on Oblivion back then. But it ended like in March, and it's almost like half a year from now. So yeah, I'm again getting like that feeling that I wanna play it. Also, I wouldn't mind playing another Pokemon hack or something like that. With the Pokemon Moon and Sun being just around the corner, I think they're coming out this fall. From new games, the new Deus Ex games that just came out. So I'm gonna watch some videos on it. It just came out 2 days ago, yeah. So I wonder how good it will be, because the Human Revolution was a really good game in my opinion. You could just go stealth or loud or both. I pretty much never really played it, to be honest, but I just watched 2 LPs. The one guy was like trying to be super stealthy, and the other guy was like mainly going run and gun. If he needed to, he would go stealth. But yeah, both were fun to watch, and the game came out pretty much back in the 2011, which I tend to call like the golden gaming years in my opinion. Like 2011, 2012, those 2 years are pretty much the golden gaming years. At least, yeah, I always call them that, because a lot of really good games came out. A lot of YouTubers back then were uploading shit ton of videos and whatnot, especially like SSOH Pixie or Sheamus. And it was really fun to watch them, to be honest. Speaking of that, Kingdom of Amalur, I never really went back to that game. It was like 3 years since I did the LP, well, all 3 years, because it was like at the beginning of 2013, if I be 2013 or 14, no 13, because at the beginning of 2014 I was playing Fable, right? It was also a pretty fun game. So I don't know, should I really go for something like that, because I never really did the Kingdom of Amalur DLC content. Never really even touched it. I never really touched like what the mage is in that game. The magic power, but I think the magic power was kind of weird. There were like those flowers and whatnot in there. It was a lot weirder than in other games, I think, being a mage. Pretty weird, like in the Dark Souls. The mages there were pretty weird, although everybody keeps saying the mages are OP in that, but nobody I ever watched was playing mages. Everybody liked this classic armored dude with sword, or mace or something like that. sometimes using both. That's pretty much it. I know there are definitely a lot of people already that did magic or just running around naked with sword or stuff like that. I know the Dark Souls games were always fun to watch, but I don't really feel like playing them for some reason. But they were definitely fun to watch. What was the next field? Probably, yeah, 28 is the next one I went to. Currently, kinda starting to run out of the money. Huh. Anyway, let's take a little break from making bills. Yeah, I was doing this, so let's finish this. Yeah, then I guess we can move on to other field, huh? So yeah, I was pretty much talking about the Kingdom of Amalur and whatnot. I keep talking about that, like going back into the game, but for some reason I'm just not going into the game. I'm a little bit burnt out on RPGs, to be honest, by now, so yeah, I guess I will be playing Farming Simulator now occasionally and just playing the normal games, but yeah, I was recording pretty much a lot. Like yesterday I pretty much did 3 sessions of Skyrim. First one having 3 videos and the other 2 having like 4 videos. So yeah, that was a lot of recording. Like seriously a lot. Alright, then I will use the water tractor. And if I can actually find it. Alright. And that's why I was refilling this, because I'm just going to refill the water. Pretty much trying to get ready to speed up the time, but I'm going to give my cows more straw and feed them a little bit more and whatnot. Alright, I guess this should do it. Or maybe not. Okay. Oh, it's fucking R. Stupid me. It's pressing Q. Stupid me indeed, huh? And frame drops, but they are not that bad. There are much worse on the redux version. But yeah, I have like shit ton of vehicles here. So recently I've been reading stuff like I'm using the E5 processor, by the way, if you didn't know. The E7 is much better for gaming and whatnot. I know I saw some comparisons and I didn't see a big boost between the E5 and E7 with similar specs. Like some people say it's like 30 FPS boost, and I don't saw anything like that. But some people, which are probably true, are saying that it's something with the processing power. Like E7 is just have better. Like for example, somebody said in the Payday 2 game, pretty much the number of cops and how aggressive cops are depends on your CPU. And this guy is full anyway. We're still close cover. It's kinda funny. Oh yeah, this fucking chef, I'm fucking stupid. I thought it was just a grass, but nope. Nope, indeed. Well, anyway, I was saying, oh yeah, about the E5 and E7 CPUs, right? So yeah, the number of cores depend on the CPU. Somebody says like there's like 30 or 40 more percent more cops if you have E7 compared to like E5. I don't know, nobody ever complained about my E5. The cops are pretty aggressive, people are dying. And well, nobody ever said like the cops are like frozen and they don't even shoot or shoot only on the occasions, you know. But yeah, I saw it pretty much in the other when I joined the other people. Like I joined the guy, pretty much the best example would be like Golden King Casino. Like in the main hall in the casino, pretty much the cops were just standing there, crouching and looking at you. They wouldn't shoot at you at all unless you shoot at them first. Yeah, first time ever I saw it, I thought it's some sort of cheat, but it actually just host having a bad CPU. And I was like saying, host, you have like a bad CPU. I was pretty much telling the host, and he was like, yeah, I have only like E3. So there is seems like the E3 and E5 is a pretty big difference in this game at least. But yeah, E3 isn't the best for gaming, I would say at this point. I'm not saying my E5 isn't that great, but yeah. Back then, 3 years ago, when I was buying a new processor, pretty much I had to because my I didn't know if it was my processor or my motherboard. So I was buying a new processor, new motherboard because this was my motherboard, I think. Back then, pretty much went to shit and it stopped working. So I have to buy a new one, and I was like, okay, well, I'll buy a new CPU. I wanted a E7, but when I saw the prices on E7, like, well, back then, the ones that I wanted cost 1,000 euro. Yeah, I'm not fucking kidding, 1,000 euro. And then I was like, okay, fuck that. Then I bought this one, and this one was like, whew, I don't know the exact price, but 200 or 250 euros back then, or more. I think something like that. Pretty much together with the motherboard, which was like 8 euros or something like that. It was all the money I had spared. Pretty much I had to pay on that. Pay on the computer. But yeah, it was alright. I went from the. What did I have, like 7 or something like that? Celeron 2 core. It wasn't Pentium. I think Celeron 2 core or something like that. Yeah, I had before. Do like E5 4 core, and yeah, it was quite a nice change, I would say. But of course, the biggest change was when 2 years ago, when I changed pretty much everything except for the motherboard and the CPU. And the biggest change was upgrading my RAM from 4 GB to 16 GB, and the super biggest change was changing my GeForce GT 9800 GT to GTX 970. Yeah, it was like huge. Actually, I wanted 980, but my friend told me like you shouldn't buy it. It costs like 200 euros more than 970, and performance is like 10 or 15%, only 10, like 10% better on the 980. So you should buy something else. So I was like, okay. So then I decided I would like buy a new PSU and a new disk, which was SSD, which I use mainly on Windows. Yeah, but starting Windows with the SSD is quite a big difference between SSD and HDD. That's for sure. Quite a big difference, I would say. To put it simply, SSD is just much faster. Maybe later on I will probably buy something like SSD for games and whatnot, and keep HD just for like movies, documents, music and stuff like that. Because I heard running a game on SSD is much better than on a HDD. It's pretty much faster. Probably a recording would be faster and the FPS drop would be less. Because probably most of my FPS drops are just caused by my HDD, aka the hard disk drive. Because in most of this game my computer is pretty good. Well, I'm really hoping for 2017. Hopefully it will be optimized, and not like that my PC would be like because I don't know, if I do not have stable 60 FPS like currently, I don't mind like playing on well, I usually play on the highest in this game, like very high. But tuning it a little bit down to like a high or something like that, I don't really mind. Probably wouldn't be that visible. I mean, the vehicles still looks fucking gorgeous, and the planets always look crappy, so I don't really care. I just wanna have fun with the game. I still haven't pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it probably somewhere in the October maybe. Yeah, it still pretty much have 2 months, because it's coming out on October 25, so yeah, exactly 2 months from today. Exactly 2 months from today. Oh yeah, Farming Simulator is definitely a game that brings a lot of memories. I played shit ton of Farming Simulator, especially in 2013. Holy crap, I played so much of that game. I don't know why I played that game so much compared to like 2011. But yeah, definitely 2013 from 2011 was quite a big change. 2015 wasn't that huge change. Yeah, there were quite a few stuff, but yeah, a lot of people were fucking disappointed